one of the cool things about events as a prospecting methodology is that we can legally make money making money. So what did the event cost you?
All said and done, just under $1,000.
Yeah. And also you did a lot of the work. So let's not discount that as a part of the bottom line. But if we look at the hard cost, we see $1,000. And then what was your intake with sponsorships and everything else that came in?
$1,500.
Okay. So you literally profited $500. Had you even considered profiting before you heard all of Event Mastery and all that stuff?
No. And honestly, even through Event Mastery and as many times as I've heard you say it, it wasn't something I wanted to do. I normally broke even by choice. And honestly, this just sort of happened. One of the persons that we were paying ended up backing out. She was pregnant and they gave her bed rest. So that freed up $350.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I had two people, when they realized the power of the entry form, they then really wanted to be a part of it. And two of them upped their sponsorship money.
Yeah.
And so that made up the other $200.
Yeah. So even thinking about your next event, let's say you do the event for around $1,000 to $1,500, which you can do. And every one of the businesses gave $100. That's $1,900. You spend $1,500. And honestly, you should pay for your own time. What is the coordination of an event worth? What's a party planner worth? What's a CMP, certified meeting professional, get for an event? You're going to pay them $500 or $1,000. And you don't have to, because you have this system in place and this checklist in place that we give in Event Mastery. And, you should profit. But the other flip side is what other profitable prospecting method does anybody know? Nobody's paying you to cold call expireds. Nobody's going to pay you to cold call for sell by owners. Nobody's going to pay you to call internet leads. You don't get paid to do internet leads. You get paid to throw events, and then you get 28 referrals. So you're making money.
Yep.
And, honestly, you do a great job at the next event. Everybody's giving $100. You got 19 sponsors. Well, then you get $200 the next event, and what is a lead for a financial planner worth? A referral that turns into business is big, big money. And I'm guessing that you gave referrals that are going to be big business for your sponsors. How cool is it going to be to go to your next networking event and 3 of them stand up and go, well, I got 12 referrals at Lynn's event, and I just want you to know 3 of those are already clients and working with us. I have to say, as we kind of summarize this and bring it home, why isn't every networking group in the country doing direct to consumer events? Why doesn't every BNI, Business Networking International, why doesn't every LAPEEP, why doesn't every, networking group do a charity event that generates leads and referrals for all of the members, and everybody chips in to do it? And I don't know why they wouldn't do it. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to add members to your networking group by doing these events, because you actually have a lead you want to call your group a referrals group? Get referrals, right? Have a system that generates referrals. I don't know why every networking group doesn't follow Event Mastery and do the things. And the reason they don't is nobody's thought of it until, we did it in Kansas City with our BNI group, chalking up $1 million in traded referrals each and every year. And now you're doing it, and a few people are doing it. Look at the community impact as well. Like Lynne, what did the attendees say to you about the event? Oh, this is awful. It rained. I can't believe my hair got wet at your event. What were some of the comments that they said?
It was like the rain didn't matter. Those that were there for the cause. I truly believe. And everybody had fun.
How many of the 60 did you know?
2.
Yeah. So you added 58 people to your database? I'm sensing a pretty good pattern here. I think in my head of these, like, green check marks are good and red check marks are bad. And I have like 1 or 2 red check marks, and one of those was attendees, and now it's a green because you would have got so many referrals that it would have been unbearable. And like, I have all these green, awesome check marks. Is that kind of how it's like, is that a good summary of this event?
Yep. So I did partner with Wendy, who is the woman I spoke about earlier. And before this, I had a one-on-one with her and we went over what went right, what went wrong. And there were some things that we're going to improve upon, but all in all, in spite of the rain and in spite of the things that we want to change next time, it was amazing.
Yeah, think about that. And one major lesson that I hope you get from this is you may not want 400 to 600 people.
Yeah. I kind of freaked out when she told me that. Honestly, I'm like, what? Okay. I was thinking 1 to 2.
100 to 200 is going to be very main. 150 is a really good number. I know I keep saying that number because it's Dunbar's number, but it's just a really if there's 150 in the room, everyone could meet everyone else in 2 to 3 hours. If there's 600, there's going to be a lot of people. In fact, they'll meet less people just because it's so many people, so big. Imagine walking out of there with 400 referrals. It's unwieldy. Imagine a system that generates too many referrals. Imagine if you had done the RSVP form and the follow-up survey. What a great problem to have. I think we're going to reel in the referrals and just like do this with it. And I've been there. I like our housewarming party stuff. It was just like, oh crap, I got 42 referrals. Like, what am I going to do with this? It's a beautiful problem to have. We no longer have the problems of scarcity. Now we have the problems of abundance, and abundance problems are the best problems.